The thorough investigation into the increase in the number of people diagnosed with cancer has produced some interesting results. Called by the Environment Ministry, the study shows the contaminated areas to be some former army bases bombed by U.S. forces during the 1991 Persian Gulf War and the U.S.-led invasion in 2003. In the wake of the 2003 U.S.-led invasion, over 8,000 registered cases of cancer have been reported in Iraq. It is believed that weapons used by the U.S. Army are behind the rise in cancer rates and birth defects in the country.
1991 and in 2003, they've been used some rocket which is headed by depleted uranium and bombed some tanks or some vehicle which is belong to the army, Iraqi army.
But the Iraqi health minister says so far the ministry hasn't been able to find any links between cancer rates and the depleted uranium said to have been used after the 2003 invasion.
Despite a lot of contaminators, chemicals, radiation, but according to the center registration in the Ministry of Health, it seemed to be within the accepted incidence in the world.
Depleted uranium, a radioactive metal twice as dense as lead, has been blamed for a number of health problems. Many Iraqis suffering from cancer believe the U.S. troops used radioactive and chemical munitions against them and accuse them of being behind the cancer cases in Iraq, saying that they targeted the army bases of Saddam's regime with these weapons without thinking what it could mean for the people living close to those areas.
I suffer from cancer because of American weapons. They use chemical and radioactive bombs. There are far more cancer patients than there were in pre-war Iraq. Every day I see a new patient in this hospital.
Armor-piercing shells with uranium, which have turned many parts of the Iraqi soil into a radioactive toxic wastelands, were first used in warfare by U.S. military during the 1991 Persian Gulf War and then during the 2003 invasion. Iraqis believe that U.S. troops have used chemical and radioactive weapons against them in 2003, a theory that was supported by the Iraqi Environment Minister, who believes that it is these weapons that are behind the mystery of increased number of cancer cases in Iraq. Wissam Al-Bati, Press TV, from the Iraqi capital, Baghdad.